Hello everyone. So time to go through some of the updates from the Atlassian ecosystem. Now this week I do have some interesting updates for you, and just wanted to remind you, if you want to get regular updates, you can of course subscribe to our channel. But usually if you're active on community, you don't need to contribute all the time. Even if you open the community page once in a while, you will find posts related to different things happening. So I highly recommend you to go to Atlassian community. But of course, if you want to have a compiled list every week, you can subscribe to our newsletter. You can subscribe to our channel Spark Says and also Ravi Sagar. So but in this video, in this session, let us go through the updates, recent updates. Now the first update is about Atlassian Analytics. Now Atlassian Analytics, in case you don't know, is a tool, a product from Atlassian, and this tool is basically for reporting. So this tool will pull data from Jira and it will store it, and then you can create reports out of it. And I have seen it briefly, but I have never used it. I have never implemented it for my clients, but I'm hoping in the next or in the near future, let us say, I'm hoping to get an access. Then hopefully I'll make detailed videos. But the news is the update is that and this is usually relevant for corporates, companies, banks, maybe any company who is really concerned about security. So basically, the Atlassian Analytics is now HIPAA compliance, and I know this is a requirement for many companies. So this is number one, and of course you already have. I think this data residency was already there. If I'm not sure, if I'm not wrong, but basically you can have data residency except Switzerland, and this is of course again another useful thing to have, especially and of course a bit crucial for many companies. Then you also have the support for bring your own key and custom managed key. This is also sometimes important. So if you go to this page, you will actually learn about what all is there yet, and some upcoming things. So this page, and by the way, I'm talking about this Atlassian Analytics section or a group, I believe. I don't know what they call it, but there is a separate place where you can find all the updates related to not only Atlassian Analytics but different tools from Atlassian. There is a separate section for Jira, Confluence, Bitbucket, but Atlassian Analytics, I believe, is now just like Bitbucket, getting a lot of features. So I thought I'll probably briefly mention this. It might be of an interest. It is definitely an interest for me because when I work with my clients, we mostly work with, or I should say, we have corporate clients, and they are actually always concerned about these things, because if they want to move to cloud, I know on Jira Cloud, things are different, but I think things are now getting better, especially when it comes to reporting, advanced reporting. You need to have these compliances. Only then it will give the confidence to the teams, and especially those companies who have been using Jira Data Center on-prem, of course. So yeah, this is something that is important, I believe. The next update is something to do with the community. Now there is a new group, I would say, Teamwork Collection community group. Now this group is, I believe, a separate group only talking about teamwork. And in case you don't know, teamwork is basically like some kind of a bundle or some kind of a package, something like that. If you go to Atlassian website, you will find these bundles, right? So for example, in teamwork you have Jira, Confluence, Loom, and Agents. So this is something that I am not massively following. I know what these tools are, but I don't really understand the purpose. And if you go to Atlassian website right now, let us do it together. And in case you're listening to this podcast, you can also just go to atlassian.com, and you will find, I believe, if you go to so if you go to featured, you have this Atlassian team collection, then you have strategy collection, then you have if you click on developers, okay, so that is, I think they just have 2 or 3, I guess. Okay, so let us click on see all apps. Okay, so I think it's probably only on the home page. So if you go to the home page, you have team collection and strategy collection. Strategy collection is, of course, it will have align, and we know about talent. I believe most of us have no idea how it will work, but of course, in near future, we'll hopefully get some kind of access and we'll learn about it. But agent is there always. So I believe whether you're using Jira Confluence or Jira Line, I don't know if Jira Line has, or it comes with agents. I think it should, I guess, but basically agents or Atlassian intelligence is now everywhere, and I've used it. I mean, to be honest, I think it is still not there yet, at least for us experienced Jira admins, but it is helpful. Sometimes, I mean, one advantage of using Atlassian intelligence is because sometimes I have to create a rule, and in that rule I have to use some smart values. So if I am able to give a right prompt, it can actually create a decent rule for me with smart values, which is useful, and it can save time because I do this regularly. But of course, you can, if you have been doing it, then you can anyways do it. In most cases, I should say in 99% of the cases, I just go to one of my rule, I clone it, and I duplicate it, or I just export it to a JSON and then I import it back to a different instance. So that is how I work. But it is good to know that there is a separate community group now, teamwork collection. I guess they will just talk about how these 3 or 4 apps, or I think Atlassian is now calling them apps, will work together. Okay, so the next update is about right. So this introducing our new Rovo teamwork agent. So there is this new teamwork agent called as the meeting insights reporter, and I believe that what this will do is this will look at your Loom meeting, and it will basically give you some insights. And to be honest, I think in the last couple of years, or at least in the last 1 year or so, the AI capabilities in Zoom, because I use Zoom a lot, it is quite good. It will actually tell you and it will summarize everything. I know we can do things with Google Meet as well. There are some tools that you can just I think TLDR, I believe, it will give you very nice meeting notes. It is a bit scary, and I don't massively like someone external listening to my meetings. But I guess for many people, and these days, I think things are getting different now. People are now relying on these tools a lot. But yeah, this agent will help you, I believe, summarize your meeting, especially your Loom meeting notes. Okay, so let us talk about the happy hour. Now, in case you don't know, I think Atlassian, this happy hour is basically an event, like a private event from Atlassian, and I think it is mostly invite only unless it is online. But this event is happening in San Francisco. So in case you are in San Francisco, and this is happening on 13th of August, so this week actually. So do fill up the form. It is invite only, so you have to fill up the form and you have to wait for Atlassian to let you in. Usually, I think they let people in, but yeah, I thought I'll probably talk about this upcoming happy hour. So this is about Jira product discovery. So you will have, I guess, product managers from Jira product discovery team. So in case you're using it, in case you want to catch up with them, in case you have some questions or any suggestions for them, I think you should attend. Okay, so let us talk about the upcoming event, which is happening in a couple of weeks, exactly 2 weeks from now, which is about Atlassian Bitbucket CI/CD pipelines. And I believe someone from Atlassian is coming. This is what it says. But yeah, this is happening in Greater Noida, I believe near Pari Chowk. So I will be there. Most likely I will be there. And in case you are also there, we can meet, we can catch up. So this event, of course, could be interesting. I did attend one event. I think it was last Saturday, and it was good. There were people from Atlassian, and I met a lot of people, and food was good. So, in case you are not doing anything great on a weekend, you should attend. Okay, so the next update is about one post that we wrote about how to become, or I should say, how to quickly, or no, not even quickly. I think in a way quickly, but the best and the right path to become a Jira consultant, like the path of least resistance. So, in case you're trying to become a Jira consultant, and by the way, I also made a video on this topic where I talked about how to become a Jira consultant quickly and which path you should take, because you can do Jira admin for many years and then wait for a job that might or might not happen, but you can decide, you can pick those roles or things that you need to do. And I'm talking about this. I made a video and this post written by by Vinod. We get this question quite a lot because we work with people who are trying to build their career in Atlassian. I built my career. I run a company around Atlassian tools, so I think I'm qualified. So in case you are interested to learn more about this path to Jira consultant, then this blog post would be helpful. And by the way, don't worry about the links. In this post, you will find all the links, right? So if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a link to the post. If you're listening to this on Spotify or YouTube again, there's a link in the description. So you can always find these links. And of course, we have a newsletter. So if you go to ravisagar.in/newsletter, or if you go to sparksys.com/newsletter, you'll find all those updates. We send weekly updates, and in case you want to stay sharp, which I believe you want to, so you do consider subscribing and following our channels. And the last update is one interesting video which I made, and that video is about how to consolidate not to Jira instances, but basically to teams in Jira. Of course, we are going to talk about Jira because that is where teams work. But in this video, I focused mostly on not only the technical aspects of consolidating a project or instances, but how to combine two different teams coming from two different companies, maybe two different departments, maybe how we can make them align and let them work together, right? So this video can be really useful for you. And yeah, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video, in this podcast. I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this session, but you also learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.